I don't know. I like a dark, strong beer. Like, what do you usually go for?
I generally like a wheat beer. I also have to watch the ABV because I'm almost always driving home. So,
Yeah. Responsible.
Boring.
I appreciate that. I don't want the wild, exciting guy driving me home or investing my money.
For sure.
So I met a few people now in this, right? I thought it was a small puzzle. Turns out it's more like a jigsaw.
Yeah.
Where do you fit in this puzzle?
My life is the jigsaw puzzle, right? So my title is Director of Asset Allocation. We have all of these assets, asset classes, things that we can buy for people. I got a whole bunch of pieces. I've got to figure out how these pieces fit together for you.
So this is the whole diversify your portfolio situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. So you're trying to do different things than all of these people, which means that the outcome you're seeking is very different. But I still have the same building blocks. How you put all that together is different for each person. So your goal is to be a millionaire. Well, if you don't put a plan together to get there, you're wishing. You may as well be rubbing on a lamp. You can do it. It's just a matter of what are the steps that I need to take to get from A to B.
What if I come to you and I'm like, okay, I inherited this money. I don't know what I want to do. I don't have goals except to not lose this money.
That can be a goal, right? We've got inflation. I want to make sure that when I do finally figure out what I want to do, I've got as much money in today's dollars as I did when I got it. That's a goal. It might be, I want to buy a business. I want to expand a business. I want to retire. I want to send my kids to college, right? All of those things have a definitive date in mind. You can build a strategy around that.
I didn't know I wanted to maintain purchasing power until you just told me that.
Yeah, well.
Now I'm going to tell people.
You're welcome.
I'm maintaining purchasing power.
And the assets that help you do that are very different than the ones that help fund a faraway liability. And so it comes back to how do you create a portfolio that does what it is that you're trying to accomplish. That's asset allocation. It's effectively how much risk are you taking, right? So we'll take 100% risk assets all the way down to no risk assets.
What's a 100% risk asset and what's a 0% risk asset?
You have to think about a balance sheet. You've got short-term assets, then you have fixed assets that has the lowest return because it's the safest, and then the other side of the balance sheet, liabilities and equity, and then at the bottom of the balance sheet is equity. That's going to have the highest expected return because it's the riskiest.
You know what the riskiest asset to me is?
What?
Anything I get in my group chat from my friends.
Yes.
What makes you better than my group chat friends at choosing these stocks to invest in?
I would say what makes us better is that we're boring. Part of my philosophy personally is that investing should not be exciting. When it's exciting, that means that a short-term outcome is being expected. That's not investing, that's speculating. What we do is we take a very focused approach. We focus on quality companies. They don't have a lot of debt versus how many assets they have. They have a high return on assets or high return on equity. Quarter to quarter and year to year, they're making money consistently. It's not up and down all the time. My guess would be that none of the things that are coming through your chat meet any of those criteria.
So when it comes to financial planning and wealth management, exciting is bad and boring is good.
As a practitioner, yes. You're securing something. You want to make sure that the thing that you're securing is actually of value. And that's what I think what makes investment professionals different from the crowd on Reddit or the people in your chat. The people that hire us want us to do it. They don't want to be looking at macroeconomic indicators, trying to figure out whether or not this is the time to take on or lay off risk. That's not how most people want to spend their day.
So I give you words and you turn them into numbers.
Yeah, and then I do hard math with those numbers.
That's crazy.
It's fun, it really is.
I think the average person is looking for someone that they can trust It's looking for somebody who can grow their money. I think that comes with trusting them to do their job. But I think that's the big question is like, how do we get to that level of trust or comfort?
We're in a trust business, so being transparent is a big core value of ours. So I always think of trust as assured reliance. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do exactly that.
What makes you feel good about it at the end of the day?
Solving problems that other people couldn't solve for themselves. After all the math, after all the boring, what I get to do is help people succeed. And that's awesome.
That is awesome. You make boring seem fun.
Good.
I guess that's what happens when you love something.
Yeah. We should be going to do that.
I think it's time for us to go on our tour.
Yeah.